everyone to today's stream. Hopefully you can all hear me. The only reason I'm a little late on talking is just because I forgot to turn the microphone back on before deactivating my mouse. So, yeah. Let's see, let me pull up the stream on my phone. That way I can see chat. Alright. Welcome to the stream, Crystal, and you enjoy the pre-stream stuff? Glad you do. I like it. It kind of just depends on what song comes on, though. If you were here for the beginning bit, there was like an techno song, but then it turned a little bit weird, so I decided to change it to the song that ended up playing. Yo, what up? Welcome to the stream as well, Survivalists. Got my moderators in chat. Yay. We'll wait a few minutes, and then I'll start grabbing all of the clone troopers. Cause yeah, first we're gonna go through the clone troopers, display them all, then I'll put them away, then I'll get the X-Wing set out, and we'll start building that. And depending on how long that takes, I will probably bring out all the clone troopers again at the end of the stream as well. So anyone who's at the beginning or at the end will be able to see them. No problem. How was Black Widow? Don't give me any spoilers because I haven't seen it yet, but how was it? Also, you can answer this. Is it like a prequel? Is it supposed to have happened before she died, or is this after she died? Or is that too much of a story spoiler? Either way, it looks cool. It's good that it's finally been released, because it should have been, if the pandemic had not happened, it was supposed to release last year. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Nice. Also today, instead of having just normal water, I have orange Powerade. I'm still a bit tired from exercising this morning, so I'm trying to boost my electrolytes right now. After Civil War. Oh. That's an interesting period to put that film in. Okay. That's good to know. I have nowhere to put this piece of trash I just found. Have to get out of my chair to throw it away. Oh no. Yeah, hope y'all are having a great day. I am. I'm excited. After this stream is usually when the mail person arrives and delivers the mail for the day. So right after this stream, I should be able to get, hopefully there'll be another package in the mail. I have 4 packages I'm waiting on. One of those I just don't have any tracking for, but it will hopefully be arriving this week as well, because it's already been a week since I've ordered it, so it should be arriving soon, because it's from Cape Cantina, and they don't take too long. It's a written law for clone armies. Just a simple man making my way through the galaxy. Alright, 1 more minute and then I'll start pulling them out. It's funny, the person who requested for me to do this isn't even here yet, so that's kind of funny. I also realize I need to fix one more thing on the pre-stream overlay. The box where the name of the song and the artist appear is still apparently a little small for certain song titles. So the song name and an artist name pop out of the box just a bit. So I just need to make that a little bit bigger, which will be, it's really easy to do. I just have to pull it up in Photoshop and fix it. Yes, I am quite happy with the sizable amount of clone troopers I have been able to amass over the years. It'll be really nice when these next 4 packages arrive, because that would mean 30, 25, well, probably it would be about 30 more clones would be completed. And then whenever Embrick finishes the commission I've commissioned him to do, then my Commander Bly will be finished, except for he needs RP2 macros from CC whenever those release. What I say, I'm very proud. I'm quite impressed with the amount. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be really cool. It's funny that you quote him, because I don't actually have any of the... I don't have Keeley or any of his troopers yet. They're on my list, of course, but I don't have any of them yet. Welcome to the stream, Flat Sam. Alright. Apparently I distracted myself a little too long. Let me start grabbing clone troopers. Which one to grab, though? If I grab them in the same order I did yesterday, just to make sure they'd all be in frame, I might ruin the effect. Let me grab them in a slightly different order than I did yesterday then, just so I can not necessarily save the best for last, but just save the most, what I would say are the most impressive plates for last. I don't think they have an official number, Crystal. Everywhere I've looked, Keeley and his troopers don't have an official unit number. It's called Keeley and his troopers. Right, here is the first base plate. Hopefully this is in frame. I never actually did test if the camera would capture everything. I just laid them all out here to make sure my table was big enough. Okay, they're slightly off camera, so that means I need to push this back even farther than it currently is. I also have this on top of my microphone wire, which is a bad thing, so let me try and fix that as well. Okay. So things get shaky, apologies. Just trying to make it so everything is in frame. Which means I'm having to basically move my entire computer setup farther back so I can get this stuff in frame. Oh, okay, so hopefully that's enough now. I need these guys, this base plate, to be pushed up just a little bit. But I need to figure out if I can actually zoom with that webcam. If I can, I'm gonna set that up, but I'll need to do that later. So this base plate's all of my 501st P2s. These two on the left, or I guess it would be the right. These ones are 501st Phase 2s based off of Episode 3. So here's a close-up of one of them. This uses a CC helmet, a DK collectibles body, and then Lego parts. It's all Lego except for the helmet because it's a custom mold, but they look really nice. So I have two of those. One of them is missing a helmet because I bought one of those CC prototype helmets, and yeah, I did not like the prototype helmet. So yeah, welcome to the stream, Sea Bacon. Over here are my AP2 501st Troopers. The ones missing helmets, I haven't bought an CC AP2 helmet for Captain Rex yet, so that's why he's missing one. And then I need one more of the 501st Troopers. But so yeah, these use CC helmets and then the official AP2 501st bodies. I really like how these look. I know not everyone loves the AP2 helmets from CC, but I really like how they look with that style. Alright, welcome to the stream, Bulbasaur, no problem. Just gonna be showcasing the clones. Alright, let me grab this one. So this one currently houses all of my P1 7th Star Corps, I'll call them, because technically not all of them are for the 212th. But so I have Commander Cody and then a bunch of orange guys. And then I also have my two full CC RCs over here, including another CC helmet. I really like this plate. These were actually the first troopers I was working on when buying custom helmets, and then I got, you could say, distracted and started working on Star Corps troopers instead. Yeah, Again, oh, dropped it. Again, like I mentioned this like every stream now, I'm super impressed with these 360 Clone Army Customs Republic Commandos. They look amazing. So yeah, all my RCs I'm gonna try to get as full Clone Army Custom figures because I want them to stand out against normal clones. Alright, so that's that plate. Let me grab this one. Which means I need to shove all of this over. So hopefully you can see all that. Let's see. Okay, so this one holds all of my 41st troopers and then my 2nd Airborne troopers. So I got Commander Gree, a bunch of Scout troopers, and then these 41st camo dudes. And then I have 4 of these Airborne troopers because I had, back in the day, back in 2014, bought 2 of these battle packs. I only bought 1 of the battle packs for the 41st troopers, and then I had just collected a few extras here and there. Definitely would love to get more. Alright, so that's those. Let me grab the next base plate. Which, this one would probably be the next, probably least impressive right now. So this one currently holds my Rank Corps Battalion, my Bomb Squad, my Gunners, and my pilots. Well, some of my pilots. So Rank Corps Battalion are these guys that were the Chem-Noan ARF troopers and then the ARC trooper who was with them. Then I have 9 Bomb Squad troopers, almost 6 Gunners, because the one back here is missing legs right now, and then I have 2 AP-1 clone pilots, and obviously they're all missing helmets because I haven't bought them from CC, and CC does not do AP-1 Bomb Squad or Gunners yet. I'm hoping they do eventually. Alright, this base plate holds a lot of troopers who weren't actually on this plate yesterday until I realized I needed to put them on here to show them off. So this one has a lot of my AP2 helmets that don't have bodies yet. So I got like Arc 5s, Arc Echo, Hard Case, Jesse is just an AP2, Kix, Thorn, Boyle, Waxer. And then I have a lot of my other figures that are either full figures or they have bodies and just need helmets. So I got Commander Wolf, a Wolf Pack Trooper, 91st Troopers, Commander Gree is AP1, Draw, I think that's how you say his name, or Dre, something. And then Horn Companies, Commander Fox is AP1, a Shock Trooper, more 212 Troopers, a plain RP2 Trooper who uses a CC helmet, and then Lego clone body. 212 Trooper from the Embara sets, Captain Rex, AP2 pilots, and then a 442nd Trooper. And then the last base plate from over here are all of my OG clone troopers. So all the ones from 2002 to about 2009. Because I included the plain open face trooper from that Swamp Speeder set on this plate as well. So I have roughly 6 of these clone pilots, and when these orders finally arrive, I'll actually be able to add 1 more. Because I had to meet a minimum buy for a certain Berklink store, and I checked and they had an open face dude in stock, so I bought one of those. I have 3 of these Star Corps troopers. I technically have 6 shock troopers, but 4 of them are currently from my Fire Squad dudes, who I plan to upgrade to using the new RP2 helmets eventually. So I just have them on here. And then I have 3 91st, almost 9 plain guys. I just need to get 2 more helmets. And then I have some 442nd helmets and then a Scout Trooper helmet all the way over here. So that's all of those guys on that shelf. And now in order for me to showcase these other ones, I need to slide all of these forward. Now there should be enough space. So starting with, let's just start with these guys. My Star Corps troopers, who by the end of next week this plate will be a lot more filled out. And I'll do a stream on it most likely. So there's my Star Core. Currently have all the helmets I need, and I have 3 that are complete-ish. They still need decaled legs, and then I have 4 more. And yeah, hopefully, if everything arrives when I hope they arrive, all of these guys will have bodies and cloth, and then some of them will have decaled legs, and then I'll have Commander Bly finished at some point. Then this base plate has a bunch of my extra RP1 and RP2 figures. So I've got 9 sergeants, 2 captains, 4 commanders, 2 pilots, 8 RP1 pilots, and I have getting close to 6 RP2 pilots, and then 3 RP2 gunners. And then this base plate, I've got all my I got all my AP1 pilot. I'm mixing up my words. These are all my AP1 grunts. That's the word. And to finish them off, I'm going to be getting CC helmets for them. And then I obviously need to get the rest of the bodies. Oh, you can like barely see them. Let me slide these couple of base plates forward, and it should be easier to see these two. Because I have one more base plate of stuff, and then I do have like more helmets and things, but I didn't feel like displaying those ones because helmets by themselves are cool and all, but not as cool as when you have the full fig, of course. So, and I'll get to your question in a second, C Bacon. I just want to show off. I want to get all this stuff out first. So here is the last base plate, which I find this one to be the most impressive because it is the first one that I've completed so far. I'm going to have to grab this one, which means I gotta move this one. So this one currently houses, is it 72? 36 times 2. So there's 2 platoons worth of clones on that base plate. With a lieutenant, there's sergeants, and then all the grunts. This is my most favorite base plate so far because it's the first one I've been able to complete. All they need now are either the official Lego legs or decal legs, so they have the knee pads on them. But this is my most favorite. Yes, most favorite. But yeah, this is my favorite base plate so far. To answer your question, C Bacon, how much have I spent on the army? The Star Corps troopers alone have cost how much is it? I'm trying to remember. I have a spreadsheet that has all the numbers, but that spreadsheet's currently out of date because of some of the things I didn't have to buy. But if I had to buy everything from scratch, the Star Corps troopers would have cost, if I remember right, close to like $1,000. But I don't think that's definitely not accurate to what I've actually spent. And that number wasn't even accurate when I was doing it either. Because I never had to buy a lot of the arms, or hands rather. Yeah, those actually ended up, if I had to buy all black hands and stuff, that would cost a lot too. For this base plate that's actually finished, so back in the day, back in 2013, my family and I, we had bought, I think it's 13 of that battle pack, the Clone Troopers vs. Droidekas battle pack. And then I bought a couple of clones here and there over the years, and then recently I bought like 13 more of these RP1 clones to fill it out. So yeah. Currently I don't really know in total how much all of these figures you see currently I have spent, because a lot of them were just ones I'd bought over the years, because I've been collecting I've been buying sets since 2007. So a lot of these figures were bought originally. Like Commander Wolf here was bought from the Frigate set. So he's worth like 80 bucks just because he came in that $80 set. Or however much it was. My AP2 Rex was originally... That's from that Speeder set. So technically he's only worth like 30. But because it's Rex, he's technically worth like 200 or something right now. Alright, see you, Noel. Alright, see you, Survivors. Welcome to the stream, Noel. Is it an odd time to stream? I've been streaming at this time every stream for the past week. I switched my time from being from like 9 to something to 10 to noon my time. That gives me more time in the morning to prepare. Only one of the 4 figures was good. Yeah, the Droidicas were kind of crap, and then you don't need that many sergeants. They really should not have given a sergeant in that set. They should have just given us 2 RP1 clones. The C-70 is like 120. Well, like I said, I don't actually remember most of the prices for this stuff. Majority of these clones, for me to finish them, are gonna definitely be secondhand, like all of these OG figures, open visor dudes, and then like the 41st and Airborns and 212th and whatnot. Yeah, let's see. I might be able to. I can get at least one more of these base plates back on, so let me do that. I might be able to squeeze this in if I push that forward just enough, and then have this base plate rest on top of this one. There we go. Now I have enough space. So now you can probably see everything. Oh, you can't even see the 41st guys now, but they're over here. Yeah, all of my streams last week, Noel, were at this time as well. All 3 streams last week were at, I was streaming at this time, so. Yeah, that's all of those guys. Any other questions with the clone army before I put them away and we start building the X-Wing? Which I, again, have to rearrange my computer setup because I got to pull up the instructions on my laptop, which is also running the stream, so that's going to take me a couple of minutes to get set up. Technically, yes, Noel, but I am not fixing it unless you want to donate the remaining troopers that are needed. Besides, with what I do anyway, majority of these clones will unfortunately not be used for a long time because most of the mocks I build are only about the size of one base plate. So having this many figures on one base plate would ruin a mock because it's just too many figures. So this is me preparing for the future. But like for this base plate in particular, I think only about 2 squads would ever actually be used currently. Yeah, I am not OCD enough to fix it at this point. I already spent enough time trying to crunch the numbers, so I'm perfectly happy with the numbers I've come up with. Now the big issue is just having the money to fill in all of those numbers on these base plates. I did also run out of green base plates too. I have 1 left. That's not being used. Well, actually I have 2 base plates of this like 32 by 32 size not being used currently. So I'll need to get more of those in the future. Yeah, I know you did know. And I will not be able to get back to you with any money on that in that regard for at least a month. because of how much I have spent this month to finish off the Star Corps Troopers and get the remaining parts I need for the ATOT from Mr. Idler. Oh, you made Gaston? Is that really how his name is spelled? So I was right in that Maxipede Shadow video I released Saturday? I couldn't remember his name. You know, if I remember right, so I just called him a little green guy in that video. That is true. However, I like the look of the way I'm doing it, and I do not have the time nor the skill to decal myself. So I would rather spend the extra amount to just get the fully printed helmet or whatever. That does mean I will probably end up having to go slower with army building because I'll need the money. But I am one of those people that puts prints over decals, but some of my stuff needs decal. Majority of these figures right here, most of my figures need decals for at least the legs. So for the OGs, I'm not touching the OGs. I'm trying my best to just have them look the way that they would have if you bought them back in the day. But for all my other figures that I'm actually planning on using for mocks, yeah, they're gonna need decals, but mainly just for legs or bodies, because I'm not buying full CC figures except for RCs and Scubas. So, like the Star Corps guys over here, they need decaled legs, but I found a guy, DK Collectibles, who makes torsos. That is also true. Yeah, I'm not decaling myself. I currently commission Embrick Productions to do the decals for me. So far I've done 2 commissions, one that's been finished and one that's in progress right now. But I'm really happy with how he did the first commission, so I did the second one. Also, I never plan on using this draw figure because he's the wrong shade of green, but I really like how he looks, so he's going to definitely go in some kind of display case. But yeah, he's the wrong shade of green because I want my green company and draw and buzz to be this kind of green, because this is what Lego did. And I think Lego's green is the accurate one. So I don't understand why the minifigure maker guy made this draw in that green, but oh well. Alright, let me take the time to put all these guys away so we can start building the X-Wing. I have almost all of the pieces for the X-Wing. I went through yesterday on Bricklink and made a wanted list for all the parts I am missing. So I will need to do that for basically all of my OG Star Wars sets. I think I only have one that's 100% complete, and that is the Naboo Starfighter from, I want to say 1999. Naboo Starfighter and AAT. And Snowspeeder. But I've already built the Snowspeeder and AAT. And I didn't want to build the Naboo Starfighter. So we're going to be doing the X-Wing instead. And only one part that I don't currently have is going to be noticeable when we start building. The other parts I'm missing won't really be noticeable. Won't be noticeable the fact that they're missing, except for when I point them out. Yeah, the big thing that I now need to do for the army building is obviously buy more figures and things, but that's going to be put on hold. The next major thing I need to do is actually work it out with my father so we can start working on more minifigure display shelves. Because I have now currently set it up to where we can build 8 more of those display units. And the majority of 6 of those units would be clones and droids. Because I'm pretty close to actually being done with the Stormtrooper army and the First Order Stormtrooper army, because there's just not that many first order dudes. And most of the first order dudes would have to be custom decaled or print or like commissioned. And I would only want like 9 of such and such anyway. Well, my family's not that involved in my collecting and Lego hobby, see Bacon. It's mainly I need my father to help me with making the display shelves because he has all the tools and things in the garage and knows how to use them. And like I'm kind of handy, but I need help when it comes to making stuff with wood. And that's like my mother and my father's specialty. So it was funny when we had finished making a few of these minifigure display shelves and I had put together this base plate even when it was missing like majority of the dudes in the middle. I put it up there, my father was looking at it when we were done. He's like, wow, that actually does look kind of cool. And I'm like, yeah, now you know why I wanted to do it. Now you know why I wanted them to be set up like this, because it looks really cool. Just glancing over the 4 shelves currently built that are roughly complete. One of those units is still missing a shelf because we ran out of wood from the amount that we had bought. But looking through and seeing like the bottom row is all clones, the next row is all droids, the next row is all stormtroopers, and the top is all first order guys. It looks really cool. And then it's going to look really cool when there's shelves on both of the, when there's display units on both of these shelves. And so you can do a 360 look in this room and all you can see are these figures everywhere. It's gonna look really cool. And then on the shelves above those ones, specifically this one over here to the right, is where I put all of my mocks and things. And then the one on the left here houses all like the sealed boxes, some books, my OG Star Wars sets, and some other things. So this room is looking really cool. Alright, how am I going to get access to these instructions without just completely ruining my setup? Probably gonna have to move the camera over here, which probably means my face is gonna get revealed again on the stream, but whatever. Ooh. So let me put the camera over here. Then I need to put this entire Acrobill container on the floor. And I should now be able to flip my laptop around and be able to look at the instructions. Yes! There we go. Alright, now I gotta go get the bag that I have the set in. That is a really weird angle for this stream. Let me try and fix that. Oh, it's the cord for the webcam that's preventing me from getting a better angle. There we go. Now that I've moved a few things around, should be a slightly better angle. What do the shelves look like? How do I display? That is a good question. I have a video on my channel where I discuss and I showcase them, but what would be the best way for me to just briefly show them on stream? I would probably need to... Stream is gonna get really shaky real quick. Let me try and get this out of the... How do I have this set up? Okay, there we go. Let me try and get the webcam unattached from this box, and I can quickly show off these shelves. Yes, so this is how they look like right now. Here's what 2 of them look like. That's no problem. Here you go. Here's what 2 of them look like. Let me try and actually show them off. Come on camera. Ah, there we go. That's how 2 of them look like so far. Alright, now let me get this back. Let me get this set up again. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm literally just shoving this webcam into one of these Lego boxes, and then the Lego box holds it in place. So yeah, it's not too difficult for me to get the webcam out. Just a slight pain. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's a good angle. Yeah, my father and I designed those minifigure shelves. And the nice thing is, each one of those actual shelves inside of the unit, you can pull them out. So if I wanted to, I could even use them to display, like, mocks inside of them. Yeah, they're really nice. They have all of the features that I want. The only downside is there's no, like, glass door in front of them to keep the dust out. So at some point, I will need to go in there and dust off all those figures. But I think it looks really neat. All right, let me get these instructions pulled up. Lego instructions. Customer service. X-Wing. Let me see if I can find the right X-Wing. Yep, $19.99. There we go. This X-Wing is actually using gray parts instead of white parts. Okay, I don't want to actually download it, just open up the PDF. There we go. I have the minifigures for this as well, I just won't get them out because they're currently with all of my other OG figures, except for the clones that are on display, of course. Alright, let's get building. Opinions on the new Lego homepage look? I don't know what it looks like. Let me pull it up real quick. I didn't know they changed the look. Let's see. I don't really see anything different. There's honey rewards for Lego.com? What? Okay. That's good to know. I wonder if they have any, if Honey has any coupons for the Pick-a-Brick wall or anything. Yeah, I don't really see anything really different, other than maybe some of these banners are different on the site. But everything look, and then they added a tab for LegoCon, which was, I personally found LegoCon, specifically the Star Wars part, a disappointment. But it seemed like people enjoyed the rest of LegoCon. Yeah, the 13th Battalion or Iron Battalion or whatever you want to call them, they're the same yellow as Star Corps guys. I'm gonna hide that just because I don't want people thinking I'm sponsored, Sea Bacon, but that is kind of funny. I am not sponsored. I got it literally just to see if I could maybe get some discount codes for the sites that I buy stuff from, but it turns out if you actually join the official CC Discord, there's a channel in there called Deals, and there's a bunch of different discount codes in there. Most of them work, some of them are seasonal, but a lot of them are year-round discount codes. I would highly recommend it. That's how I was actually able to save like pennies on the dollar with the things that I just bought, but those pennies on the dollar will eventually turn into actual dollars. So, yeah. Alright, let's actually get building now. I personally am also just not a fan of how the AV figure blank helmets look. Like, they are probably more accurate, but I just think they stand out too. They're more accurate to how the helmet would look like on an actual human being or an actual clone trooper, but as far as a Lego figure is concerned, I prefer just the Lego helmet or the CC one, and I prefer the CC one more. It's like 5% off or less. Some of the discount codes are actually more like 10 to 15% off, depending on which one you use. There are some really good discount codes. The only problem is those really good ones are not for the shops that I buy from. The shops I buy from, the discount codes are like 5 to 10% off. But I mean, hey, if I can save a little bit here and there, I'm fine with that. Right, let's get to actually building now. Which color do you guys prefer more for your X-Wing? White or gray? I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm gonna go with gray for my not TIE Fighters, my X-Wings in the future. Yeah, stop going in there and getting minifig packs. Go in there and buy some bricks. Sometimes the pick-a-brick wall is pretty good. There's a Facebook page of a bunch of people around the world who post pictures of what their local Lego store is currently has on their pick-a-brick wall. So I'd highly recommend joining that Facebook page, because I hear you can actually like order online from other Lego stores from their pick-a-brick walls. So sometimes it'd probably be a good idea. I haven't personally done it yet, other than joining the Facebook page. But sometimes those other pick-a-brick walls around the world have had some really good ones. Obviously, you'd probably, if you're a US citizen, you'd probably want to only buy from the other US Lego stores, unless you're okay with super long shipping or high shipping costs. But get a discount, yeah. That's another issue. The pick-a-brick wall, the nearest Lego store to me, their pick-a-brick wall doesn't change very often as far as I can tell. Then again, I don't utilize that Facebook page as much as I probably should. The issue is the pick-a-brick wall never includes like minifigured stuff. Like, if a pick-a-brick wall included the new nougat heads that Clone Troopers use, that 2020 head, that pick-a-brick wall would get raided so quickly. Which would be both a good and bad thing for Lego, because people would buy that stuff so quickly. But then again, it would go out of stock and then never get restocked for like years. But that's a different problem. Alright, I have this one piece in here. Where is it? There it is. It's interesting. A lot of sets are in this time period use this piece for console panels. This set uses this one in yellow. The Darth Maul Scimitar? Is that the name of the ship? His original Lego set uses this part for the speeder bike. And then there's a few other OG sets that use this part. And I don't even know how would you look it up, because I have no idea what it would be called. Because it's it's a number of different shapes. Gray, but Lego never made a gray one. Yeah, this is literally the only X-Wing set that's gray. All the other ones are white. Why does this sound like Black Gospel? I don't know. Get annihilated. Oh, because of Brick World, all the Lego nerds will come by and just raid the crap out of it. Am I putting stuff in the right spot? I guess so. I don't see how you would put a dude in here though, for the drive. Buckets of minifigs at your work? Yeah, feel free. I would love to see that. I'm assuming they're mainly like Lego City figures, right? Or is it other themes too? Because if it's other themes too, that'd be fun. That'd be really cool to learn about. That's why all of my figures, like if you noticed in my collection, they all had the plain black head. I'm not spending money to buy the custom faces or the new nougat faces, because I'm never gonna see them because I'm gonna have their helmets on at all time. The only figures only clones I currently have that use the new Nougat faces, this is a bad clone to represent it, but are these guys. I say bad because he has no arms right now, but yeah. Only these open-faced RP2 pilots. They're the only ones I use that new face on. Because you actually see their face through the helmet. Most clones don't have an open visor, except of course the OG Lego figures. Or those guys, so. Yeah, plain black heads for most of my figures. Welcome to the stream, Commander Delta. How you doing today, dude? Ninjago and pirates? What kind of pirates we talking about? But that's cool. I talk to several people daily who are super into Ninjago, so they'd be really cool to have. It would be really cool for them to have that nearby them. They'd probably go bankrupt from the amount of Ninjago figures they'd probably buy. Looks at wallet with pity. That is the issue when you're broke. Uh-oh. Among Us. I understand these references. I wish I didn't, but I understand them. I've played Among Us like twice. I did have fun both times I played because I was playing with IRL friends. But I have not played that game in several months now. I've heard the best way to play that game is you must be playing it with IRL friends, otherwise it gets really, really bad. Because the online people are scrubs. Or are just massive jerks. But yeah. So luckily I've only played it a couple of times with actual IRL friends, so I had fun. I had fun playing it. Then those IRL friends have moved on to other games, and I don't own those other games, so then, yeah. Might be it. It for what? Delta. It for what? Well, I'm having fun. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? I need to remember to make sure my hands and the build are within within the camera, within the sight of the camera. It's the best with the group and voice chat. That's what I've heard. That's why I think the Hermitcraft guys are able to play that game so much, because one, they're all IRL friends. Well, they're all friends. Some of them not IRL, and then yeah, they have their own voice chat going on, so they can hang out and chat with each other. So currently, this is kind of a nice thing about this set. It's not just the X-Wing. They also give a build for like one of those like maintenance, not trucks, one of those maintenance hovercraft things that you can see in the background during episode 4 when they're on the base on Yavin. And it's a nice build. Obviously, it could be a lot better with newer parts, but for $19.99, this is pretty good. Are Stark with Portal? Are you saying you don't like Portal or Portal 2? I really like those games. I have other Star Wars games. I'm not sure if I'll stream them, though. I do want to finish the complete saga on stream with all y'all. I just gotta figure out how to force that game to actually work with my streaming software. Because it works sometimes, and other times it just wants to die. And it's like, okay. Okay, complete saga, come on. Just work. And it's like, nope, I don't want to today. I don't know where this part is. I know I have it, I think. I wonder if it's still in the bag. Sometimes that happens. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll move on. I can always add it later because of where it's attached. Oh, I just pushed the wrong buttons. Oh wait, there is just one. Oh, okay, I'm done. I was looking for a part that's not actually in this set. Fantastic. Okay, where is this other slope? There it is. That's a good idea, Noel. I'm not sure how involved Micah would be in that, but I'm down. I would just need to be notified as the win, or we'd need to definitely figure out a time that works best, but I'm down for that. Also depends on the game, because as much as I play games, I don't own that many games. Because I also only play like the same 4 games. At this moment, I'm playing a ton of Minecraft off camera with some people that I know. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've self-appointed myself in charge of building the spawn area, and I'm actually getting close to being done with the spawn area. My big issue is I have to go grinding for a bunch of blackstone and the new deep slate, because I'm using a lot of that. Because, you know, it's one of those things when new items get added to the game, they're like the new hip and hopping thing to use. Which is good, because a lot of the new stuff they add to the game, they actually look really good. All the new blocks, I really enjoy all of them. I have not used candles yet. I don't have access to bees. I think you have to use bees to get candles, so I've not done that. Or I haven't messed with copper too much either. I have collected a ton of copper ore, or the raw copper stuff. I just haven't turned it into the blocks yet. Where is this piece? I know I have it in here. It's one of the pieces I checked yesterday to make sure it, in fact, did exist. Or, okay. Alright, let me, oh, there it is. Alright, let me catch back on chat. Could do squadrons. I don't own squadrons. Therefore, we cannot do that one. That is one of the only Star Wars games I don't. Well, I take that back. There's actually quite a few Star Wars games I don't own. I don't own Squadrons. I don't own Battlefront 2 on PC. I own it on console, but I have no way of playing it with others because I don't have Xbox Live. I also don't own Fallen Order. And there's quite a few other Star Wars games I don't own. Among Us would be a safe... It would be, but I feel like that would deteriorate real quick with randos joining the game. If you want a Java server to play on, I can send you the one that I'm currently on, Flat Sam. You just have to join a Discord server and then you can get the IP for it. There's no candles on Bedrock? Oh, that sucks. Isn't there stuff on Bedrock that Java doesn't have right now as far as the 1.17/18 update is concerned? Obviously, there's already differences. Some of those differences I actually like on Bedrock. Some of those I dislike. Especially Redstone. Redstone should act like Java's Redstone, but it doesn't. Yeah. Now we can play the sus game. Oh gosh. Private Among Us. The idea, though, was to have people from the server join the game as we played Bulbasaur. So technically they're not randos, but I don't know. They're still randos. And joining a Java server. Alright. It should actually be... Let me check. Let me check the description of this stream. Oh yeah. If you join the Discord server, the very bottom of the description for this stream, the city Discord... If you join that stream, you can get the IP for the Java server. I will, like it says though, it is a mature server. So, it's not, I guess the best way for me to describe it, it's not a family-friendly server. But everyone's pretty chill. Like, it's a nice place to be. But, adult topics get brought up quite a lot. But yeah. There you go. ClonePlays, C, Bacon, Noel, Bulbasaur are all suspect. Wow. How dare you. Yeah, if you join that Discord, you can get the IP for it because it's in the announcements channel for that server. Yeah, if you don't care that much about the server, that's alright. You can just mute the server after you join the thing. I will be on that Java server later today. I have some homework I need to start for this college class I'm taking during the summer. I did. What's funny is I started it while the teacher was teaching it, because that's how the class is set up. We're currently modeling a Pokeball in Maya, if you know what Maya is. And so I'm going along, following the professor, just doing what I can to make this Pokeball. You know what I do? Apparently I'm stupid, and I thought a Pokeball has 2 buttons on it, where you push it to open the Pokeball. Yeah. Pokeball has 1 button. So I either need to rework that model or just start from scratch. And I think I might start from scratch, because I was starting to model it slightly differently than the professor, and I would like to try to model it. I would like my model to be more like how the professor did it. It's 1.17, and it has to be 1.17. If you use 1.17.1, it will not let you onto the server. And keep in mind, it's still pretty early game. The server only started like a week ago, so there's not a whole lot going on currently. Except for the spawn area when you spawn, because that's the area that I've been working in. I've basically turned the spawn area into kind of my base. But it's all community related, so you can feel free to take anything that's from the chest and whatnot, because I'm building it for the community, because there's a lot of people on that Discord server that have like maybe 30 minutes tops to play Minecraft. So I'm trying to make the spawn area, if they want to, they can go to the spawn area, get everything they need to basically go into the end game, and then start building whatever they want farther away from the spawn area. What's nice is there's a zombie spawner right next to the spawn area, so I'm going to try to convert that into a copper farm. Probably try to use the design that Azuma used, which I forget who he credited for that design. So I'll call it Azuma's for now. But yeah. Yeah, definitely get Optifine. Optifine will help out a lot. Oh man, you're so many updates behind, Bulbasaur. Because that's 1.13, and we're all the way up to 17 now. So you're quite a few updates behind. That means you never even got to mess with the new villager update that was in 1.14. Villagers are so good. I already have a fortune mending pick with efficiency 4 and unbreaking on it, and I was only playing on that. I've only been playing on that server. I think I got on it like the day after it was launched, so I missed out on the first day stuff. But yeah, I already have a fortune mending pick, and everyone can feel free to use that villager because it's in the community area. Oh yeah, you also missed the bees. The bees are cool. I'm glad Mojang has added more use for them with this 1.17 with copper, because I've never actually done anything with bees. I always just like ignore the bees. But now I have a reason to not, because I'm gonna need the beeswax at least, to make it so my copper stops oxidizing everywhere. Yes. So far this build's really nice. It's actually really light because of how they designed it. This entire like underside of all these bricks right here is hollow. So it's very good. I like how they designed this back then. Oh, we got some spooky music. Nice. I like spooky music. I used to play a lot of Minecraft on the Xbox 360 with my brother, and my goal was always to just dig out the entire bottom of the world, because Xbox 360 and the other old gen consoles had a limited world size. So my goal was always to fill the world with as much stuff as I could. Obviously it never happened, because that's a pretty ambitious goal. But I would always dig to the bottom of the world and then just dig out this massive square tunnel that just went around the entire world. Yeah, there's a few LEGO people on the server. The owner of the server invited me and a few others back when he was super into LEGO Star Wars. It was poggers, gosh dang. An underwater base, nice. I haven't done too much with underwater stuff. It always takes me forever to get like Aqua Affinity, Respiration, and the other underwater enchantments. So I never am able to fully utilize a lot of the aquatic stuff because of that. The Darth Vader head. Oh, the helmet build? Nice. I was like, wait, you just got a head? What? Because for some reason I thought you meant like a minifigure head. Is like, there's not a whole lot of building involved in just a minifigure head, is there? But that's nice. I kind of like the Darth Vader helmet build. I don't know, it seems a little off. Of all the helmet sets I've seen LEGO release so far, the ones that I've seen been the most impressive to me is the Boba Fett one and the Scout Trooper one. Those ones look the coolest. However, I obviously don't have the monies to buy those, so yeah, I've not had a chance to actually build those yet. Because obviously, for all of you who were here at the beginning of the stream, you saw the army that I'm building. That's taking all my money. You built a bootleg Dan TDM out of dirt. Wow. You haven't played since the Sea Guardian? Oh my, Sea Bacon. You've missed out on a lot of stuff then, because the Elder Guardians and the Ocean Monuments were added. When were they added? Like 1.10? 1.6? I don't even remember when they were added. That's how long they've been in the game for. They are a fun build. They look fun, and they look very impressive when fully built. I feel like I've forgot to put a few parts on, but I guess not. Looking at these instructions again, I'm building this kind of slow. Last time, I've built this set like 3 different times, and then fully disassembled it twice now. I think this is the slowest that I've ever built this set before, but that's because I'm talking with all y'all, so that's fine. I don't watch Dan TDM, so I don't know what you're referring to. Sea Bacon. I used to watch him back when he did like the mod showcase videos, but I don't think he does those anymore. And yeah, so it's been years since I've watched them. I don't watch a lot of the what would be considered popular Minecraft YouTubers. The people that I watch are all on Hermitcraft for the most part, and then a few like I watch Pixel Riffs and a few of the other people who are like associated with the Hermitcraft community, but they're not actually. Like, they're not technically a part of it, but they are, in a way. Like, I just watched Pixel Riff's Empires video today, and it cracked me up, the little non-intro he did for it. It was funny. Oh yeah, I didn't watch him back then either. Like, and obviously, since you're referring to something that long ago, there's a good chance I wouldn't remember it anyway. Yeah, I don't watch any of the Dream SMP people. Their content's a little much for me. Oh, I put these on wrong. Oh yeah, I put all of these on wrong. Okay, they're all of these hinges rather were supposed to be pushed in one. I pushed them out one. I actually don't watch Skiz. The times I watch Skiz is when him and Impulse do the Naked and Afraid, and I just have it playing in the background. Would you recommend that I watch Skiz? Because I'm always down. I always need more. I need more Minecraft content in my life. Because those guys they're so good at what they do. It helps inspire me with my building. So. I feel like I was supposed to put something right here as well. I was. Okay, that explains why I had an extra 2x2 brick. Alright, there we go. Now I'm back on track. skin and skin. Yeah, I've heard that's the best stuff. Did you watch Impulse's either live or replay of when he went back and talked about his journey on YouTube and then went through his original Minecraft world, or his original YouTube Minecraft world? That was a good stream to learn some neat stuff about the past. What about the CC server, Bulbasaur? What about it? Oh, I see. You were talking to Null. I see. Yeah, man. Get the cool rolls, man. That's why they're there. Soon, well, I hope soon, I'll be getting some more rolls on that server too, when I actually get some more full CC figures. Alright, we're to the part, so I'm missing the 2x2 inverted slope that I'm supposed to use for here. So this X-Wing would technically never be suitable for space because there's this massive hole in the front area. I think I do actually own one, but I'm saving it for Anakin Skywalker's pod racer for the Mos Espa set, because I have that too that I need to buy some parts for. But I'd rather have Anakin. It's a little weird, but I'd rather have Anakin's pod racer complete than this X-Wing first, I guess. A Paul what? What? Alright, thanks for hanging out for so long, Flot Sam. See you later. Thank you for hanging out for so long. Slipping after 20 episodes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too obsessed with Minecraft, but I can watch their Minecraft videos all day. I just started rewatching Ethos Labs' Crash Landing series because I needed something to watch, and I'm pretty good on Star Wars. I'm caught up on everything, so I didn't feel like rewatching anything then. So I ended up just rewatching Etho again. I'm surprised autocorrect does not think pauldron is a word, because it is. It's just an older word that most people never would use in a modern context, except for, you know, Star Wars people. But it is an actual word, so it is a little ridiculous that autocorrect thinks it's fit, not a real word. Not a real word. Oh yes, I forgot. They have this play feature using this hinge piece. It actually fits in quite well with how they have designed the rest of this nose area, where you can have this little storage area up here in the nose. As soon as I actually connect the right part. I'm all caught up on Star Wars. Yep, everything. Just kidding. I'm totally behind on all the High Republic stuff. Other than all I know, well, this is not High Republic, but like the War of the Bounty Hunters or whatever it's going on, I know Dirge somehow shows up in that, and that's about it. I don't know how, I just know he does. I'm not even sure he's called Dirge in that thing either. I think it's some other character, but who knows. That's how uncaught up I am on that stuff. Alright, here's the nose. This set's actually relatively big. When we're done, I just remembered, I have the 2021 X-Wing, and we can do a comparison of the oldest type, or the oldest X-Wing and the newest X-Wing. I totally just forgot I had that X-Wing, even though I did a whole stream on building it. When you have so much Lego, you completely forget what you have. Wow. Okay. Sometimes these old instructions are hard to read because it kind of looks like it's telling me to use light gray parts, but it's actually dark gray. You can't find... Go to the announcements channel on that server, Null. It should be there. If it's not, I can DM you the IP later. After I'm done streaming, I can DM... If anyone wants it and they can't find it when you join the server, I can DM you the IP later. First Hermitcraft is Season 5 with Mumbo. My first Hermitcraft video was, I believe, with Azuma back in Season 3. And I had found him, I think, through Etho, and then I found everyone else Thurizuma. Got the newest one right there next to you. Nice. Mine is up there on that shelf above those minifigure display stands. So it might take me a second to try and grab it because it's in kind of a bad spot for me to grab it. But yeah. Need the watch resistance? Eventually I will. Eventually I probably will. There are some good ship and vehicle designs in that show from the couple of episodes I did watch. Unfortunately, just the graphics of that show put me off. I'm not a huge fan with it being so bright and then so dark with the lighting. You're trash at redstone. I'm decent at it, but I mostly have to watch tutorials at this point because there's just so much technical stuff that I'm behind on. So yeah, I mainly just watch redstone tutorials at this point. I don't try to create my own thing. The main things I try and create of my own design right now are just buildings and things. How come the oldest one does and not the newest one? I don't know. Priorities, I guess. Lego doesn't think you need a storage area. You're just not hip enough to have a storage area, I guess. You found it? Nice. Yeah, don't mind the randomness of that server, because some of the people who seem to have staff powers, I don't think should have staff powers, but that's for it's a different story. The server is a little, what I could probably say, not as professional as I would like, but oh well. Where am I supposed to put it? You're supposed to put it in his hand, man. Didn't you know Luke Skywalker flew an X-Wing with the lightsaber hilt in his hand at all times? Because a lightsaber is the most important thing to a Jedi. Or however that Obi-Wan line goes. What time will I be on later? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. It depends on how long it takes me to redo this Pokeball homework thing. Also, I need to eat lunch, because, yeah, food. Food is good. Do I think the X-Wing has a refresher? What do you mean refresher? Huh? What about the blade? He has it in his other hand, of course. Luke never used the control stick. It was all the Force all the time. Alright, put that wing in. Come on. Why is it so big? I don't know. Y-wings are actually relatively big, my guy. X-wings and Y-wings are larger than you think. Except for the ones in Rebels. I'm pretty sure the ones in Rebels are smaller. Oh, of course. I am dumb. What I built here would not work because the engine's in the wrong spot. For restroom? Oh, yeah, of course it doesn't. X-wings don't have restrooms in them. Yeah, I totally built that. I totally built this one wrong. That's fine. I'll fix it in a second. Actually, I need to fix it now in order for me to do this step. The Lego set for that transport's not minifigure scale, Bulbasaur. I hope you know that. Because, yeah, that transport should be a lot bigger than what Lego made it as. You can actually... There's a couple of people who've actually made minifigure scale versions of that transport now. They've taken the time out of their lives to make a minifigure scale version of it. I can't name names because I can't remember who exactly did it, but somebody did. You've been on the ride. Who says the ride is to scale, Bulbasaur? Are you saying you're the size of a minifigure, Bulbasaur? Are you about 3 centimeters tall. Alright, there we go. That's fixed. Now I need to do the other wings. I like this ginormous piece. Guess what it's used for? Guess what this whole one giant mold part is used for? Give you a hint. Nothing useful. Nothing useful for this set, really. I haven't been to Disney since 2015. I don't think I've never been. I've been to Disneyland once, and I think that was back in 2013 or so. I was still in junior high when we went. I don't remember when. I guess saying junior high would help jog my memory a little bit as to when, but it's not, unfortunately. Should you rebuild the 2006 X-Wing? I don't remember what that one looks like, but maybe. If it looks good, then probably. The original one. Do you mean the one that's in the Clone Wars, though? What do you mean by original? You mean the one we see show up in the Clone Wars show? Or do you mean the original one from, like, episode 4? So Brick World, let's go! I don't live near Brick World either. That's the one in Chicago, right? I live closer to Disneyland than I do to Chicago. I think. Yes. My rough numbers tell me so. You mean lore-wise. Okay. That's what I thought you meant, but I wasn't sure. Alright, and then, yeah, I'm missing one of these detailed printed parts for the X-Wing. And then the other missing parts were actually for this thing. I just totally lost my words for what to call it. The little transport thing. It's missing a clip and it's missing a tube thing. That it should have, but yeah, I'm only missing 4 parts, I think. Actually, I'm missing 5 because I'm also missing one of these cones that they used for one of these guns. Go to Brick Fair. Where is that one at? The only LEGO conventions I've been to are the local ones in my state. I've never been to any of the ones outside of that. So, like, I don't think I've been to Brick Fair, and I don't think I've been to Brick World ever. Am I missing 2 cons? I thought I was missing 1. Okay, I guess I'm missing 2. Alright, so I'm missing... Actually, I'm missing all 3. I'm missing all but 1 cone, so... Yeah, I'm missing more parts than I said originally, but oh well. It still looked really good. Yeah, it is interesting the ARC 170 and Y-Wings are considered fighter. Well, the Y-Wing's considered a bomber, I guess. But the ARC 170 took 3 pilots to operate. The Y, and then depending on which Y-Wing you use, that one took... Well, it had 1 pilot, 1 astromech, and a gunner. But the ARC 170 had, what, 2 pilots, 1 gunner, and then an astromech, so it's really big for being just a fighter. Alright, so that's all that stuff. Now I get to build the engine blocks. A Purist Galactic Marine? How did you manage to do that? Well, I have an idea, but did you actually paint on the helmet? Or when you mean Purist, do you mean you just did an all-white Galactic Marine, so technically it's a Commander Color Trooper? I put too many things there. But the fully... It only needed 1 pilot? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it had to have all 3. Interesting. What's the point of the astromech then? Is that for the hyperdrive? That way the clone pilots don't have to worry about calculating that and getting that all hooked up too. Right, and then engines, they just... I was about to say clip in. They just go into these studs back here. Repairs? What? A single pilot could use the ARC 170, but if it was just one, they better go off with the V19 or the V1. Yeah. I do have the original V-Wing set too. It's in flight mode over there in the corner. The original one still looks good. Lego did a re-release of it in 2014, right? With a new design. That one looks good, and then obviously the Brick Vault one. Man, that thing is sexy, I'll say, because it looks really good. How did I manage to do this? Okay, so some parts that belong down here that I forgot to add. And then there's more stuff I was supposed to... Wait, are they telling me to add all this junk at the end? Oh. No, I just missed a step. Okay, and then... Yeah, apparently I missed a step at some point where it told me to put all these tan parts on. Yeah, so that goes here. These go here. I don't remember where the step is, but at some point it's going to tell me to put the landing gear on. Welcome back, Crystal! Hey! Oh yeah, there's also that V-Wing from 2011. I always forget about it, even though I technically own 2 of those, just because the Imperial V-Wing in that design is not in canon. I don't think it's in Legends either. I think Lego just made it up completely. Oh, that's where the dude stands. The guy who drives this stands right here. I thought he stood back here for some reason. Okay. And then here's the bit. So, they don't even tell you to build the landing gear until after... Like, yeah, they don't tell you to build the landing gear until basically you're completely done with the instructions. And it's like, here's a bonus thing for you to do if you want to. Which has its ups and downs that they do it that way. So then this goes... there, and then yes, for anyone, I don't know if anyone guessed, but yes, this entire piece is used just for landing gear. Oh, is the Imperial one Legends? I didn't know that. I didn't know it was in Legends either, so maybe I'll rebuild that one. Or probably whenever I do get the Brick Vault one, I'll just convert it. I'll make a design that looks like the Imperial one. Technically the 24. Technically all the V-Wings, all the Republic V-Wings are also Imperial. Because they didn't immediately repaint all the V-Wings. Yes, you see the V-Wing in Revenge of the Sith. You see it towards the end. It's funny, you don't see any of them in the Battle of Coruscant, the space battle, or any of the other ones. You see it when... You see it on Coruscant after the battle and like during all the Darth Vader, like bringing Darth Vader back to Coruscant scenes and whatnot. So like towards the end of the film is when we start seeing V-Wings. We're getting technical. Heck yeah, of course we are. Alright, let me add this piece that I apparently am struggling to add. And then I have this stud. Let me see if I can figure out where this is supposed to go. Oh yeah, I forgot. These old instructions actually included a comic. Like a tiny comic strip at the end of them as well. And they also included... This one includes 3 alternate builds for this set. 2 of them are really crap. One of them actually looks really good. Oh no, this adds more. There's just more comic. This actually adds like 7. Lego recommends like 7 different alternate builds for this thing. Alright, where does this one part go? Or did I accidentally include a Lego part into this? Actually, it'd be quicker for me just to pull up Bricklink and see what Bricklink tells me about this set. Do we see at the end? Well, the Lego... I was talking about the Lego set, though. The Lego set V-Wing is all black. Not gray, so... It's called an extra piece. Yeah, I'm not doing any of the alternate builds. That would just take way too much time. Especially since we're how many years from 1999 now? 20? Yeah, it's ridiculous to try and get all those parts. Additional parts to do alternate builds too. Let alone just trying to get these original sets anyway. Alright, X-Wing. X-Wing 1999. Will that pop it up? Nope, just... I wish the search function for Bricklink was a little bit more intuitive. Or like it would accept and understand more than specifically just typing X-Wing and then finding the right one. If I would just type in X-Wing 1999, it would give me the right one. Right, X-Wing. Alright. Parts list. Does this set actually have a 1x1 round stud in it? If it does, then I have to figure out where that goes. It does. Okay, where the heck does that go? I'm hoping it's just for the landing gear, and I just happened to not notice it when putting it on. Yep, it's just for the landing gear. It goes right on this steep piece. You can't do them. Yeah, they're kind of difficult to do too. This one actually shows, like, some of these alternate builds are quite small, so they're really easy to figure out. But yeah, some of these other ones are kind of intense for them only giving you one picture to try and figure it out. But, alright. This is the completed X-Wing and side build. Obviously missing a few parts, but that is that. Let me grab the 2021 X-Wing and see if LEGO's improved or if they've declined. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really difficult to grab. Come on, let go of the ballista. There we go. Okay, that whole panel decided to pop out. Alright, so here is the 2021 X-Wing. Apparently, oh, no, that's just how it is, okay. So, right off the bat, the newest TIE Fighter, I keep calling them TIE Fighters, the newest X-Wing is longer and wider. It's a little bit more sleek. Some of the sloping is a lot better on the newer one. However, there's definitely a certain charm to this old one, just because it's the original and has different things going on with it. But I'm gonna lean towards the new one. I like the new one more. There is a black V-Wing at the end of Revenge of the Sith. If you can show me it in the film, then I'll rebuild the ones that I have. If you can't, then I'm good. Well, if you can find a toy of it and that toy is considered Legends, then I'll probably rebuild it too. There's a few Legends vehicles I plan on building that were literally just toys and that's it. But they're kind of weird, and they're a little weird and they're a little cool. But yeah. Yeah, here's the comparison. So yeah, I do like this one more, but I wonder what this would look like if it, instead of being in white, was light gray. But I like the size and a lot of what's going on here. Except for these, so for these engine bits, these ones back here are kind of drooping on the newer one. I wonder if that's just the way I built it or what, but it is mostly gray with some black. Okay. What song is this? This better not be... Okay. For some reason I thought this was another holiday song, but I am wrong. Good. Yeah, and those V-Wings are gray. I feel like some of you in chat have gotten a little confused because maybe you guys have never actually seen the LEGO Imperial V-Wing, but the Imperial V-Wing from LEGO, that set, is all black. Like, the entire thing is all black. Let me pull it up real quick to make sure I'm not stupid. It is, like, all black, is it not? Okay, it has gray highlights, but it's pretty much all black. Whereas I think The one at the end of Revenge of the Sith does not rely that heavily on black. But oh well. I will look at this picture that Nolark sends me and figure it out later. Alright, see you, Bulbasaur. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Either way, I probably wouldn't rebuild the set anyway, because I will probably go with the Brick Vault V-Wing and then just recolor that. Yeah, alright, so there's the X-Wings, and my opinions on them. I will say there is a lot more like play features going on with the old one, especially like different places to hide stuff in. There's actually two. You can put crates and crap here, and you can put like extra parts up here. Whereas with the newer one, I don't think there's anywhere to put things, actually. I don't think there's any like cargo spot. I think their main play feature for this set was literally just the wings opening and closing, and then the spring-loaded missiles, and that's it. Also, this set's also technically missing some detail, because there should be some like a T in these engine blocks too. So if I end up keeping this set the way it is, I'm definitely going to mod it to be a little bit more accurate. But yeah, what else did we want to do? Because that was pretty much all I had planned. So, do you guys want to check out the Clone Army again, or should we do something else? The other thing that we could do is maybe start sorting a little bit, because that's what Wednesday's stream is going to be. It's all sorting again, so maybe we could start now. Oh, did you send me like a screenshot of it from the film? I thought you were gonna send me maybe like a like how they do for the clones, like a character reference, like a character sheet. I thought maybe you had found like a vehicle sheet for it, but okay, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Huh. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, you sent the pic of the toy. Okay, cool. Let me see. Let me see what other OG sets I have. I have the Naboo Starfighter, the Vulture Droid, the Endor Speeder Bike Chase set. What is this one? Part of one of the Jedi Defense sets. Why is this up here? Yeah, I don't need this stuff up here. That's for the other AAT that I don't plan on building. Not sure what that's for. And then I have parts of different Jedi Defense. So maybe let's try putting together this Endor Speeder Bike Chase set. I want to save the Naboo Starfighter and the Vulture Droid for the same stream, because I want the things that we build to kind of go together. So I guess an X-Wing and an Endor kind of go together. So let me pull up the instructions for this bad boy. I will be missing a lot of parts for this though, so we'll see how far we get into it. Now I gotta try and remember the name of the set though. Nope, it still thinks it's on X-Wings. Okay, get me out of X-Wings, please. There we go. Guess let me just type in Endor. Maybe I'll find it that way. That's the battle pack. That's not what I want. That's a tree thing. I don't want that. An A-Wing. The one thing I was a little confused by is Rebels using A-Wings for like majority of the show, when we don't see A-Wings in the OT until episode 6. So that had me a little confused as to why they were already using A-Wings that entire time. If I do Forest Moon, maybe I'll find... I didn't find the set under Endor, so maybe I'll find it underneath this search. Might need to just look up Speeder Bike. Yeah, okay, let's try Speeder Bike, because nothing came up from that result either. Speeder Bike. What is this? Okay, I found it. Apparently the set is literally called Speeder Bikes. For whatever reason, LEGO decided to use a super blurry picture of the speeder bike, though. I don't understand why they couldn't get a better picture, but oh well. So yeah, this set, there's 2 speeder bikes, and then this tiny, tiny tree thing that Luke Skywalker is supposed to stand on. So, alright, let me slide the X-Wings out of the way. Now the issue is I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this X-Wing, because, technically the spot I put my OG sets, there's not enough room there, so I'm gonna have to put this one in a different spot. But kind of my goal is I would like to collect all of these sets from 1999 to 2004, display them all together inside of like a glass box, and then have all the minifigures placed next to them, and then maybe even have them in like action poses and battles, and then call it that, because I think that'd be really cool. Obviously that would have to be like a ginormous glass box, because some of these old sets are actually really, really big. Like the Mos Espa pod race set, it's not necessarily big, it's just, it has 3 pod racers in it, and each of those pod racers are relatively big, so I think that would be really, it's a really nifty idea. We'll see how far we can get with it, though. Because that obviously is going to take some space. And that is some space I do not have, but oh well. Let's get building. One thing too is I have some more minifigures I need to buy for this old stuff. Like I think I have 1 Scout Trooper for this set, but I don't have the other one yet, I think. Why is there a pair of legs in here? What? Did I not give my Luke a pair of legs? Or the backpack? What? Huh? Okay. Just put that off to the side and forget about it then. Alright, let me try and cover up the gross part of that plate, I guess. 1, 2... Oh, actually I might have quite a bit of stuff for this. At least for this little tree bit. That's because of Rebels, right? Because yeah, in the Rebels show, they're literally using A-Wings for majority of the show. There's no A-Wings in season 1, but there's A-Wings in season 2. It's like, what? Why do they have A-Wings already? And then we also see TIE interceptors throughout the show too. So it's just like, why are there all of these TIE fighters when they were supposed to have only been using like maybe just they were supposed to just use X-Wings and TIE fighters, but for majority of the show they didn't even have X-Wings either. They had Y-Wings and A-Wings. And it's like, what? Why? Why? Why is this like this? Okay, apparently one of my plants broke for this, I think. In just a matter of months. Yeah, I don't know. That is definitely one of the questions I have about that show. But overall, I actually did quite enjoy watching Rebels. I really did enjoy it. But some of those, I guess people would consider finer plot points, but they kind of matter because it kind of throws off the whole balance. But it's a bit weird. Okay. Yeah, this plant broke. I don't know how, though. I don't understand how this plant broke, but whatever. I'm gonna leave it that way. Oh, yes, it did. I I messed up the dates in my head while reading your message, no. Yes. Rebels is 15 years after the rise of the Galactic Empire. So yeah, and it takes place roughly 5 years before the Battle of Endor, or Battle of Yavin. So yeah, I just mixed up the dates in my head is all. Yeah, what Disney canon reference has the A-Wing at 18 BBY, which is like 1 year after the rise of the Galactic Empire? How the heck did they have an A-Wing already? That soon. Alright, so there's that little tree thing. This obviously is the weakest part of the set. These speeder bikes are actually really cool for how old they are. Oh, the Ahsoka novel has an A-Wing in it? Oh, I didn't know that. That is weird. Okay, apparently I'm missing like one of the most crucial parts. I'm missing a 2x2 round brown plate. Okay. Oh, apparently I was supposed to put these in closer. I might have it. I'm not sure where I've put my old brown parts though. Yeah, I actually have no idea where I put my old brown. I know where my old gray and my old dark gray is, because I had just moved them to their new spot. But yeah. Where in the blazes in this room would be my old brown? They're all together in like a bag, but I have no idea where that is. It's probably somewhere under this table, so I will try to get the parts necessary for this later, but for now I'm going to be missing at least 2 parts for this. And I need to remember that because I need to put together a wanted list on Bricklink for this. Because a lot of the sets I actually have a majority of stuff for, I'm missing like 1 or 2 parts for. So if I can get those 1 or 2 parts in my next Bricklink order, then I'll be able to finish off the stuff. Okay, apparently I'm missing one of these clip parts. Okay. Okay, I do have these, that's good. But I'm missing one of these. Okay, so one of these speeder bikes is definitely... one of these speeder bikes is definitely going to be broken, in a sense, because it's going to be missing quite a few parts. Noel, have you seen, there's a fan community re-implementing stuff from classic Battlefront 2 into modern Battlefront 2? I believe the group is called Pandemic Modding. That's the name of the company. That's the name of the company who made the classic Battlefront 2, right? They're called Pandemic. So there's a fan community called Pandemic Modding, and they're modding all of the character models and all the animations and stuff to include and replace, or they're including all of the classic Battlefront 2 stuff and replacing as much of the modern stuff with the old. Yeah, I would check it out. It looks really good because it's like HD classic Battlefront 2. The biggest difference is they're not able to, like, I don't think they're able to add new characters. They can only replace existing characters with the old characters, if that makes sense. So it's like not perfect yet for like basically being a classic Battlefront 3, but it looks really good. Alright, so this backpack goes here, this backpack will go here. I can't add these parts because I'm missing the part that they would go on, but I'll put them off to the side. It looks like I'm missing a clip for that, okay. And then slope here, missing the slope for this one, okay. Let me put that stuff over there, make it easier for me to make sure I used it. Okay, then this goes here. with this clip, so I can't add that onto this other speeder bike. And I'm missing that clip anyway. The magic of not knowing what's going on, Noel. Isn't it incredible? Okay, and then that goes there. And I'm not able to add that part on because I'm missing the seat part. Okay, and then I can add these at the angle. Okay. What's also funny too, seeing how we're talking about the Ahsoka novel, is the fact that there's several elements of that book that got retconned because of season 7 of the Clone Wars show, and I think Bad Batch has now recently retconned a few more things from that book too. So basically, there's actually like 4 or 5 different timelines going on right now. There's like pure Disney canon, which is just strictly the shows and whatnot. Then you have like Disney, like impure Disney canon, which is like replace the Kanan scene in Bad Batch with the comic Kanan. And then there's like pure Legends. Then there's Legends with TCW in it. Then there's Legends according to the Infinity timeline, which is where Darth Vader survives his encounter with Palpatine at the Battle of Endor. And then there's a few other timelines. In 2 different eras. I mean, it's not just Dave. It's not just Filoni. He obviously is the head director, but it's not just Filoni. Seemingly disregard. Obviously, there's people below Filoni who have to make the stuff, but then again, it's like if you were about to go tell your boss, "Hey, we're not doing this because it makes no sense." Would you tell your boss that? No, you'd probably just go along with it. Welcome to the stream. Is it Arjun Raj? Let me know if I said that right. Welcome. And yeah, thanks for bringing that. We can definitely talk about the latest episode of Bad Batch, even though I think yeah, my spoiler warning's out of date, but yeah, we can talk about it. I actually really enjoyed the newest episode. Obviously, it was a bummer that the Bad Batch were seemingly a guest appearance in their own show, but I can see why they did it. They want the audience who's watching that show to better connect with Rebels. It seems like Filoni is trying to have all of his shows that he's worked on connect, which is a good thing. You want your show, you want your different shows to be able to be connected in that way, if it's something you wanted to do, of course. And that seems like something Filoni's trying to do. But yes, it was kind of a disappointment that the Bad Batch characters were a guest appearance in their own show, except for Crosshair. Crosshair was in the show, was in this episode quite a bit. But yeah, it probably would have been better to have more. I have this extra corner piece. I'm trying to figure out if I need to add it or if it was extra to start with. So we got 2 corners there, and there were the 2 corners there. Then there's... Okay, apparently my tree is different towards the instructions, but I guess that's fine. And the corner there. Okay, yeah, I am short, it seems. Let me fix this. Wait, why did I put a plant piece here? There is no plant piece there. Ah, that's why I'm confused. I put a plant piece in the wrong spot. So then everything became out of whack. Welcome back, Survivalists. Currently, we're talking about episode 11 of the Bad Batch. I will also be wrapping up my stream here soon. I'll only be streaming for another 10 minutes. Alright, so that goes there. That goes there. I'll catch back in chat in a second. I need to fix my mistake, though. So then that goes there. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Goes there. Then it alternates. Goes here. Then it alternates one more time by going here, then there, and then these jumper plates, and then I guess the bigger plate. Okay, there we go. Nice. So everything's built except obviously this one speeder bike because it's missing quite a few parts. And even this most complete speeder bike is missing one part, but I really like these. For being such an old design, and since it's mainly brick-built, this looks, I don't know, I really like them. I don't have another speeder bike to compare them to, but another indoor speeder bike, but I really like how this looks. Obviously there's parts today that would make this look a lot better, but for what it is, I still think it looks pretty good. And then obviously there's a drawback that minifigure legs just can't reach because they're not the same proportion as human legs, and there's no knee joints, so like you can't have it so their legs hang off to the sides like actual Scout Troopers would, but oh well. Yeah, Bad Batch was a cameo. Is it almost off the screen? Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's because it's super long, and the name and the artist's name is in there twice for some reason. Yeah, like I actually like the connection of explaining more about Hera's background. It is kind of upsetting that it happened in the Bad Batch show and not just in Rebels, but I don't know. We'll see what this week's episode is like, though. Hopefully more of the actual Bad Batch, though. It was also interesting that Crosshair basically took no damage from being blasted by the Venator in that one episode, other than he has those burn marks towards the back of his head. But he basically just went right back to being the same Crosshair, affected by Order 66. Now, Captain, is it Hauser? He was really cool. I liked him. I liked Hauser. It's interesting though, Hauser seemed to be like a normal clone trooper. Like not affected by Order 66 at all. So I wonder if they're going to actually explain how Hauser is the way he is. He's the only clone trooper except for Bad Batch that actually has markings and looks different than every other clone trooper right now, so you should get a border for your Lego streams. I would, yeah. It depends. It depends on how you want your streams to look. But yeah, having just a thin border around your stream might look really good. Also depends on what colors you want. I went with black and red because those are my favorite. That's my favorite color combination. Is like dark red and black. That's why my stream overlays look the way they do. Yeah, alright. We'll just, I don't have anything else to build, so we'll just sit here and chat. Let me grab, seeing how we have a couple of new people in chat, let me grab one of these things that you all might not have seen at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to grab the full base plate, because I think that'll be the most impressive to look at. Yeah, at the beginning of the stream, we went through and I showcased my entire clone army, but for now, here is my full base plate. There's 2 platoons worth of troopers on that base plate. It's very impressive. I really like it. And I hope to utilize all of them at some point. For now, because of the size of my building area and my mock building prowess, I'll probably be able to use like 2 squads for a mock, and then hopefully work up to a full platoon, and then the 2 platoons. Get out of here with your nonsense, Noel. Stop calling it out unless you're going to fix it. Yeah, let's see. Any final thoughts, chat, before we wrap it up? I will be streaming again Wednesday. I should have mentioned this earlier in the stream. So I'll have a stream Wednesday, but I will not be streaming this Friday. My family and I were going out of town. So I will not be streaming Friday, and I'm not sure I'll be streaming next Monday either. It depends on when we get back. But I'm super excited. Right after the stream is over, I get to eat food, first of all, and second, I get to go check the mailbox, because I should have a package in the mail. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm hoping it's the bodies for my Star Corps troopers, but we will see. What is Wednesday's stream going to be? It's going to be a sorting stream. If I had changed my mind about today's stream, I would have actually made today's sorting because I had a ton of stuff out here ready to go. And then I remembered, oh wait, people wanted to see the army. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I have to clean that up. You're going to get an order on Wednesday? Nice. Yeah, I have 4 orders in the mail. My DK collectibles, my Cape Cantina, and then 2 Bricklink orders. And if they all arrive before we head out of town on Friday, that would be fantastic. If they don't, it means I need to get a hold on our mail. That way they don't just sit in our mailbox and have a chance to get stolen. But if I get a hold on the mail, then the post office holds it, and it's a little bit more secure than just chilling in the mailbox. Is tea nice? What flavor of tea? Oh, thank you all for the 12 likes on the stream, by the way. I just noticed that. Thank you all. This is one of the most liked streams, I think, on this channel, so that's fantastic. Thank you all. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to really talk about. We already talked about Bad Batch. I think the series is going in a good direction. Obviously, there's issues just because there's always issues with modern Star Wars now, but I think it's going in a good direction. If anyone's interested in watching the Loki series, I'm really enjoying Loki right now. At first, the first episode was kind of lame, just a little bit. Second episode was good. Third episode was good. There's been 5 episodes so far. 4 and 5 were really good. I really liked it. They maybe weren't the greatest as far as story, but as far as the visuals and like the action going on, those ones were fantastic and amazing. The story is still kind of convoluted to figure out what is actually going on, but that kind of seems to be the point of the show anyway, so it's fine. I think it's fine, but it's a type of tea, not flavor. Because it is itself. You know what that reminds me of, Noel? It reminds me of that whole debate years ago, and it probably is still raging. Is water wet? Is water wet? That's what your comment reminds me of. Hey, welcome back, Sea Bacon. Or if you were here the whole time, congrats on not lurking anymore. Stay suspect. Oh no. Oh, by the way, I've actually gotten closer to being done with this TIE Fighter build as well. It's missing 3 parts, I think? Is it just 3 now? No, it's actually missing like 5. Most of them are for the cockpit, and then I'm missing one of these pieces I use for the guns. Don't need to hear that. Stop now. Yeah, I'm getting closer to having this TIE Fighter be the first one of my mocks that's actually finished. Because all those other TIE Fighters I have right now are all prototypes. Yeah, alright. We're going to end it here a little like a minute early, but thank you all for hanging out with me. My name has been ClonePlays. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Clone Army Showcase. If you weren't able to see all of it, feel free to go back to the beginning of the stream where most of it was shown off then. I hope you guys enjoyed the build process. I really liked it. This original X-Wing is actually really good, really solid for what it is. And, oh, okay, let me answer this last question. Let's see. Okay, I read the thing from Noel about water being wet. Okay. Which do I like best? Flick fire, spring-loaded, the giant spring-loaded missiles, or stud shooters? I personally prefer flick fire. Not for the for the actual action that they are supposed to do. I think spring-loaded missiles are the best at their job. They actually fly pretty far. As far as parts are concerned, I prefer Flickr. I actually really like this piece for being like a Technic part. It's a Technic pin with a rod in it. This part comes in handy quite a bit, especially for like my Hellfire droid. I used it quite a bit to do the missiles and things. As frisbees. Alright, but yes, I've been ClonePlays. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Remember, every clone has its roots in the original, and I will hopefully see you all Wednesday for Wednesday's stream. Again, take care, and bye-bye, everyone.